Yahweh Shai waiting, come to take the throne. To conquer world powers, bring Jacob home. I'm quarterbacking like Jake DeLome, like Mount Rushmore, I got a face of stone.
Call hello, Abanawa Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Once again, that's all praises to our Heavenly Father in the name of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Right. Like the brother Yaquab said, we are of the sect of SICARRI. My name is Yawasat Ban Yawasat from the SICARRI sect of Dallas. And pretty much, I'm going to be just going off what the brother was saying last, right? Give me Revelations 2 and 9 real quick. Just going straight into it. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works, and tribulation, and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews, and are not.
So there are people that are saying that they're Jews right now, and they're really not, according to Revelations 2 and 9, right? Now, when we look around in the world, right, and we see the people for the longest time who have been calling themselves Jews or Jewish, right, who do we think of? We think of the same people who use the term anti-Semitism, right, to protect what they've established, right, the power that they've established, right? The people that say that they are Jewish, like we have said many times, if you're ish, right, meaning to pertain to, right, it's like someone saying that you're childish. It doesn't mean that you're actually a child. It just means that you're acting like one, right? So these people, by their own mouths, even testify that they're not the real Jews when they use that terminology, right? But go ahead, what does it continue to say?
But are the synagogue of Satan.
They are the synagogue of Satan. They're the congregation of Satan, right? So you should expect when the truth is brought out, like how the brother Nick Cannon brought it out not too long ago about how we're the real Jews, right? And he made some comments about these people, right? When you tell the truth, right? Of course, the father of lies, right, and his congregation they're gonna become your enemy right away. You seen how that brother lost his TV show that he was running, right away when that happened. Viacom let him go, right? As soon as that happened. Been with him for years, right? But the moment he told the truth about who he is and who they are, fired, right? Just like Paul said, have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? These people became Nick Cannon's enemy the moment he told the truth.
That's right.
Right? And like Chief brought out a long time ago, this is how we know that we're in the land of darkness, right? Bring that out real quick in Job, all right? The valley of the shadow of death, right? Where even light is as darkness. When you bring out truth, which is supposed to shed light on the situation, right? It's even viewed as darkness. You're persecuted for bringing out the truth, right? Bring that out.
This is the book of Job, chapter 10 and 22. A land of darkness, as darkness in itself.
This is talking about America, right? Because look what it's about to say.
And of the shadow of death, without any order.
And without any order, right? Even the people that's sworn to protect your liberties here, right? Right? Without any order. Even these people can just, when they feel like it, right? They can just go ahead and kill you. Just because you're a certain color, a certain shade of pigment, right? Just because you're a certain color, they can just go ahead and kill you, right? And it'll take a long ass time for you to receive justice for that.
If you do.
If you do.
That's right.
Right? After that happened, there was people, you got to think about it. This man was looking like he was, you know, the media wasn't portraying that he was innocent, right? But the government and the laws that it's established was making it seem like this man was about to get away with that for a good time. And I'm pretty sure he still got away with it because the guy that they took and penalized for this did not look like the guy that had his knee on that man's neck, on George Floyd's neck.
That's right.
Right? But go ahead. Is that the end of that?
And where the light is as darkness.
And where the light is as darkness. When you tell the truth in this place, it's seen as darkness. Right? You get persecuted for it. Right? Because who is in control of this world that we're in right now? You got that in Job 9? Or you got something else? Bring that up.
This is Proverbs 6 and 23. The commandment is a lamp, And the law is light.
The law is light, right?
And reproofs of instruction are the way of life.
And reproofs of instruction are the way of life, right? It said the law is light. What else is the law? Give me Psalms 119 and 142. Bring this up.
It's the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, right? And the wicked would be pretty much the synagogue of Satan, right? When you think about who owns all the banks, right? It's these people that call themselves Jews that are not, right? These are the people that control the flow of money, right? And the world is given into their hands, right? Because like they say, money makes the world go round, right? This is their philosophy, right? They are the ones who's established that philosophy, right? And being that they push this philosophy, you can tell that this is the wicked, that the earth is given into the hands of, right? And go ahead, read this.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, right? Like the powerful brother Mathachi brought this out yesterday, right? This is something that actually, perpetuates the anti-Semitism that they believe in, right? That they use to defend their position, right? Because when people mention Jesus Christ, right? As the world ignorantly knows him, when people mention that, what image comes up in your mind right away? Because of how we've been oppressed and how the words of this book and the doctrine has been pushed on us. This image comes up right here. Miley Cyrus's dad comes up in your head the moment we say Jesus Christ. That's right! Right? But that's not supposed to be the case. Because like the brother brought out earlier, right? Our God is a black man.
That's right.
Right? And his son that he sent was created in his express image. So what does that mean? He was a black man. Right? Go ahead, bring this up.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
The people mourn, right? And this is how we know that we're not under the new covenant yet. Right? Because when we're under the new covenant, there's not supposed to be mourning, right? Pain and sorrow, like it says in Revelation 21. But bring this out real quick, pertaining to that law, right? What it's supposed to be, right? Other than light. Go ahead.
This is Psalms 119, verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
Right. Thy law is the truth, right? So if the law is light and the law is the truth, that means that the light that the Bible is speaking of is the truth. Right? And when, just like it said in Job, right? Since we're in the land of darkness, right? In the valley of the shadow of death, right? When you bring out the truth in this place, right? When you bring out that light, right? Since the wicked are in power here, right? They're gonna persecute you. Right? Everything that they could have given you, they're gonna tear down, they're gonna take it from you. Because how did you get it in the first place, right? You had to bow down to Satan to get it. You had to bow down to the congregation of Satan to get where you're at in life, right? Christ talked about that, right? But when the tempter came to him, he denied him, right? But bring that out real quick, Matthew 4. Bring that out. Bring that out.
Oh, I got Matthew 5 and 10.
Yeah, bring out when he tempted him, right? Okay. I think it's in Luke. It's in Luke 2, Luke chapter 4. Okay.
It says it better there. All right. This okay, kind of. Matthew chapter 5 verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sakes, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Blessed are they that suffer for righteousness' sake, right? For theirs is the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven meaning when Christ comes back and he redeems his people, brings us back into the land that we're supposed to be in, after the smoke is cleared over here, right? When he brings us back into our kingdom, and that smoke ain't gonna clear. I'm gonna take that back. The smoke that's coming over here ain't clear, right? It's a nice bite. The smoke that's coming to this place, it ain't clearing, all right? That's gonna be some everlasting smoke.
That's right.
The smoke that America's once with the Most High is everlasting. It's the type of smoke that you don't want if you're an Israelite, though. Right? See, all this petty smoke that we can that we can have with just your average, your brother down here on the earthly plane, that smoke is, you can take that smoke, but the smoke, you don't want smoke with the Most High.
That's right.
Right? But America has declared smoke with the Most High, and it's going to get everlasting smoke because of that, right? We're going to go into that in a minute, but you got this?
I got it.
Right? And the way we avoid that smoke is we keep his commandments with faith in who the world didn't calls Jesus Christ. That's Yahweh Shai. But bring this up.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name.
The Lord is a man of war, right? And we know God is a spirit, so he's a masculine spirit.
That's right.
Right? And he's the one that's caused all the wars to happen, right, throughout history. He's the one responsible for it. So this next war, this next war that's about to come, he's going to be responsible for this one too, right? And these countries, they making these nukes. They've been making these nukes for years. They ain't making these nukes to put them in a museum one day. I hope nobody's out here thinking that, right?
That's right.
Them nukes are going to get used. And they coming to a place near you. It's called America, right? That land of darkness that Job was talking about, right? Where even light is as darkness. It's viewed as darkness. Go ahead.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 7. I form the light and create the darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
Man, the Lord is the one that's made all these things. So he the one that we should really fear at the end of the day. Right? What you got to say, brother? Okay.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire.
So I created these men that made these nukes. Right? Go ahead.
That bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I...
Hold on, brother. That man just threw some chewing tobacco at him.
Hey, look, hey, you made your mom, but you want to stand right here and film her.
What?
He tripping.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4 and verse 22. For my people is foolish.
His people is foolish. The Most High's people is foolish. Right? Because we have to understand, we get our wisdom and our understanding from keeping the law.
This thing is so big.
Right? And if you have some wisdom, brother, you'd be more willing to listen
Oh, you doing talking.
than to speak, brother.
What's so important?
And it's not me that's doing it. This is the word of the Most High, right? I'm only, my words are in agreement with the word of the Most High, right? Right? Give me that in Isaiah 8 and 20, real quick.
This is Job
Why you have
32
behind that?
and Job 32 and 9.
How
Great
about
men
Malcolm?
are not always
How about
wise.
Malcolm X?
Neither do the age understand judgment.
Neither do the age understand judgment.
How much
The wisdom of Solomon talks about what real old age really is. Right? It shows in an unspotted life, brother.
What did Martin Luther King tell Malcolm X?
Have some decorum, brother. Have some decorum. Malcolm X was preaching the same thing we preaching, kind of. He was telling people they was Israelites. Right? He was just a part of Islam.
Yeah.
And he was breaking away from that truth near the end of his life. It's just he died before he could fully do that.
The Indians on the reservation. Malcolm X told
Salaki, I said breaking away from that truth.
no.
Breaking away
you don't
from
wanna hear
Islam
the
is what I
truth.
meant.
Martin Luther King told Malcolm X, we can't shoot our way out of the city. That's
Martin
why
Luther
they
King
put-
even was about to break away from the ideology that he was preaching.
Right.
Well,
Right?
hold on.
That whole integration thing, I have a dream, he abandoned that before they killed him.
His last speech.
His last speech, he
What did
abandoned the
Malcolm
idea.
X say? Malcolm X.
He said, Malcolm X quoted, and I quote,
I quote Joe.
he said, I fear I have integrated my people into a burning house. Malcolm X said himself, he feared he integrated his people into a burning house, meaning...
No, that was Martin Luther. That was Martin Luther King.
God. Meaning his whole I have a dream that black boys and white girls could get along, it was a farce and a lie.
That brother had an idea. That's what that was.
Now, let me...
Hold on.
You're all right. Back up.
Brother, we can still talk. Let's just have some decorum about it, right? Give brother they speak,
Let
they
me tell you
space.
something. This ain't no gun. This is truth.
Okay, but you're not supposed to teach with your fingers, brother.
Hey, guess what? I can kick my ass and put my... Okay. Look, let me tell y'all something. When I was about 7, 8 years old, King told Malcolm X, We ain't got no bullets. We ain't got no tanks. These white people got us boxed up.
That's right. That's because we've been cut off from being a nation.
Necessary. But Martin Luther King said we be slaughtered, like the Indians. The Negroes will be slaughtered.
Right, and they will be slaughtered. 2/3 will be slaughtered.
The white boys got all the tanks.
Yeah, they do right now. They've been blessed with military strength.
Nigga ain't never had a gold mine.
Well, we have. Right? It's just we don't remember it.
What slave had the mule in the port acre?
Hey, that never was given, right? But it's gonna be given. More than that is gonna be given if you take heed to this message, brother. You're gonna be given more than 40 acres and a mule if you take heed to this message. Right? Forget 40 acres and a mule, man. Give me Isaiah 14:1.
There you go.
40 acres and a mule. What kind of agreement is that? For all the rape, rob, and murder. 40 acres and a mule. Get the hell out of here. Come on, bro. 40 acres. If niggas accept that for reparations, man, that's taking a bad deal. Calm down, brother. Let me bring out something. Hear this. This is the Bible.
I'm born 57.
Okay, what that mean?
I come from sharecropping.
Okay.
Now, where you from?
I was born in 1992.
Ah, shit. Well, it's over.
And I come from the result of that.
My brother was born in 1898.
I'm listening to the result of it
My
right
dad
now.
born on 1908.
Okay, but
They the one
brother.
went to them cotton fields.
Okay. And we were out there too. We were out there too. It's just right now we living in a different body. But our spirit was there in another body.
Well, duh, you said the spirit.
Uh-huh.
Why you think I'm arguing with you? Motherfucker, yeah.
I don't know why you are.
Hey, I'm the head Cherokee. Hey, head Cherokee, look at this hair. You keep me up with it. I'm head Cherokee. I see my grandmother and them suffer.
Hey, brother, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, brother. Hey, but this 40 acres and a mule is not what you want, brother. This is what you want right here. Give me Isaiah 14.
The mule ain't still showed up.
Listen to this, brother. Listen to this. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and he will yet choose Israel.
He will yet choose Israel. He hasn't forsaken his nation, like Christianity has been teaching, right?
And set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
They're gonna cleave. Go ahead.
And the people shall...
He's fine.
It's inside.
Just like they cleaving to us now. Hey, hold on, bro. Just like how they cleaving to us now, like they need us to be on top. All right? They're going to cleave unto us, right? Go ahead, bring this up.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them.
We're going to possess them, right? Who specifically, though?
In the land of the Lord, for servants and for handmaids.
We're going to possess them as servants and handmaids. Go ahead.
And they shall take them captives.
We shall take captive, right?
Whose captives they were.
We shall take the people captive who had us in captivity.
Oh!
Right?
But now...
Not just the mule, brother. Not just the mule. We're going to have a mule and them.
That's right. That's right.
Right? In our own land.
That's right.
Okay.
Keep reading.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
We're going to rule over the people that's oppressing us right now, brother. That's the good news.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the branches thereof, and I will raise upon his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old, that they may possess the remnant of Edom.
The Edomites, right? The Edomites are the Caucasians.
That's right.
European Caucasians. The so-called white man. No, don't say that.
How Hitler? You said they the race of Caucasians. The Caucasians, the white people, and the one that fought the English. They're
the Edomites. They're the Edomites that it's talking about right here. Continue. Hold on, brother. Hold on, listen.
They brought smallpox disease.
Yes, they did. That's right.
And what the whole
they got to be punished for that.
Well, look at it. Hey.
Right? They got to receive them same curses.
Well, guess what? Guess what? What goes around?
And of all the heathen.
Say it. What goes around what?
Guess what? We breathing.
Nah, say it again.
What goes around, don't come around.
That's right. What goes around comes around. Right? And that's the hope that we get. That's the hope that we coming out here to preach to our people, right? Right? It ain't gonna be like this forever. Right? It ain't gonna be like this forever where these people just been oppressing us for more than 400 odd years, right? It ain't gonna be like this. right? When our king comes, it's gonna change. It's gonna be a dramatic change, right? We're gonna be on top, right?
What?
Finish bringing that up.
That they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen which are called by my name, saith the Lord that doeth this.
Them gonna be the ones cleaving, right?
One way.
This is Numbers chapter 24 and 18. And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies. And Israel shall do valiantly.
Right? We're gonna own them and their land, right? When that day comes, when we have them as a possession, right? Our oppressors as our servants.
Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. And he looked on Amalek. He took up his parable and
Fake Jews, Amalek, go ahead.
he took up his parable and
Amalek is the fake Jews. The people that call themselves Jewish, these are Amalekites, descendants of Esau, who was also Edom. Go ahead.
he took up this parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever.
That's right. He gonna perish forever. These same people crying anti-Semitism every time we say something about them not being Jews. What was the question?
Hey, when you say you perish forever.
They're gonna perish forever. They're gonna be extinct. Extinct, brother. Not gonna be a such thing as them lock on the side wearing top hat wearing people. Ain't gonna be no more of them.
Tell me why they gonna be
Because of what they've done to us. They've stolen our identity, our land, oppressed our people. Right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble.
Wiped away completely. Stubble, dust. They're gonna be a memory. And soon after that, not even that.
And they shall kindle them in them.
Think about that. There's gonna be a time where we're just not gonna remember that these people ever existed. The so-called white man.
All praise.
Hey, you ever seen a down south?
What?
Shit, that's what it comes to, down south. Genocide.
And devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau.
There shall not be any remaining of his descendants.
Esau, I remember.
A world without so-called white people, the European Caucasian. Can you imagine that, brother? Don't that sound like? Hold on.
They killed Jesus Christ, the white people.
They sure did. They helped do it. Pilate was a Roman.
And the bitch still on
He was an Edomite, right? Pilate himself, right?
Edomite mean?
An Edomite is today the Edomites would be the European Caucasians or so-called white people, right? At this point, when they were being spoken about in this time, they were being spoken about as Edomites.
He said, forgive these damn fools. For us.
He wasn't talking about Pilate.
No, forgive the motherfuckers that killed me for us to survive.
Yeah. Let his blood be upon us, right? That's what our people yelled.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 16.
Look.
Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
That's right, brother. Like you said, what goes around comes around, right? So with that, I want to say, call Halal B'nai Yahweh Shema Mashiach Yahushua, and bring up the next powerful speaker.